This is just track and field?
Yeah.
This year we had about 31 track and field athletes. Coach New was right. We have some great seniors that we had this year on our track and field team, but you're seeing a real youth movement here at Reed High School, and things are just going to get better and better. This group performed very, very well. Just to start out with, I'll tell you a little bit. For the second track meet, which is all the schools, Chico North, a qualifier for that meet is Mario Schnack in the high jump. As an alternate, Jillian Neal. As an alternate in the shot put, Mario Schnack. As an alternate in boys long jump, Rashawn Broomfield. As a finalist in the girls pole vault qualifier, I actually have the best mark in the section right now, Alexis Nova. As an alternate in the pole vault, Elizabeth Ibrahimi. The girls 4x100 meter team came about a half a second short of tying the school record this year, and they are alternates for that in the 4x100 there. And I'll tell you who that is. That's Tina Darger, Mallory Pappas, Jillian Neal, and Mario Schnack. In the open 400 meters, David Langston. And in the 4x400 meters, both the girls and the boys teams are alternates in that particular race. And the boys 4x400 team this last week was Brandon Williams, Rashawn Broomfield, David Langston, and Andrew Mount. And for the girls, Alicia Corona, Lauren Gabetta, Brooke McBrien, and Elizabeth Simpson. You know, I've coached track for a long time, but I'll tell you one thing right now. These guys are an amazing group, and they were made even more amazing by an amazing assistant coach here who's helped me for a number of years, and that's Udon Neopon. He'll make a good head coach here real soon. Okay. So if these people are here, I just want them to step up. We're going to give them their awards. If they're not, we'll give them to them later. Okay? And then I'm going to talk a little bit about these guys. First of all, give the all last team awards out. Okay? So Kareem's not here. Keisha's not here. Alicia? Danny Donaldson, Elizabeth Ibrahimi, Jamie Fiorini, Laura Gabetta, Brooke McBrien, Kay Jones, Jillian Neal, Alexis Nova, Mallory Pappas, Amanda Peterson, Mario Schnapp, Robert Seymour, Elizabeth Simpson, I'm going to tell you a couple little snapshots, okay? Because I can talk for a long time about each one of these athletes. One of the things about track and field is that you really see people grow up during the year. And they do things that you think, and you know, us as coaches, we put them in situations where you think, I wonder how they're going to react to this. And every single time we put them in a situation, they responded. And they responded amazingly. And they can tell you all about that. They can tell you about some of the crazy situations that Udon puts them in, okay? And they just responded really well. But two snapshots. One is we're at Mount Shasta. It's about 40 degrees. The wind's blowing. It's dark. You can barely see on the track. And we decide we're going to stick around. We're going to run the 4x400 relay. All the other teams are leaving. Everybody's leaving. They're getting out of there. They think we're not going to stick around here and freeze our rear ends off doing this. But we say, no, we're going to stick it out. We're going to run the 4x400 relay. When we run the boys 4x400 relay, when David Langston gets to the baton, we're probably about a half a lap behind. And he just burns it up. I mean, all we could see was this tall drink of water in his head going around the track, and there's barely any light on the track, so you can barely see him coming around there, but he kind of gets back in the race. And then he hands the baton off to Brandon Williams, and Brandon's still about 25 meters behind when he gets the baton. Now, this tells you a lot about these guys because the conditions are horrible. They could have just cashed in and said, you know what, that team's going to beat us. Let's just get to the finish line and get on the bus and get out of here. But Brandon just does an amazing job. I mean, he closes down the stretch and barely loses this kid. I mean, barely loses. He passes one kid, but he barely loses in the first place. That told me a lot about that group right there. I was sitting there shivering and going, that's pretty amazing. Then we go to the league track meet. All year long in the girls 4x100 meters, Etna's been beating us. And so we get to the 4x100 meters at the league track meet, and these girls are determined they're going to win. So at that point, I'm thinking, I just hope that we're close. I hope we can keep it close. And Bettina gets a great start, and she hands off to Mallory, and Mallory stays right with this girl from Etna. And maybe we're a little bit behind, maybe a couple, 2-3 meters, and she hands the baton off to Jillian, and Jillian runs a great third leg. And we're almost, I think we have maybe about a step, maybe a half a step on Etna when the baton is passed to Marielle. And now coming down the stretch, anybody who's there to watch it just saw one athlete say, I'm going to outwill another athlete. And that's what Marielle did. And she crossed the finish line in first place, which got them all four of her three teammates and Marielle got them all league passes. And as soon as she hit the finish line, she then went and skidded on the track. And later on tonight, if you want to get grossed out, just go ask her to watch her skip her scars. Actually, you feel up pretty good, okay? But she got up. When she got up, she had a big smile on her face, okay? And three teammates around her, and that was a snapshot. And I could say, that's kind of a snapshot of our season right there. And, that group came about 8 points away from winning a league championship. And we're talking about a lot of 9th and 10th graders. So what we did was we said, hey, do we want to go for a league championship, or do we want to, we could win a JV championship going away. What do you guys want to do? And I heard, go big or go home, okay? And so we decided to go for the league championship when we came up just a little bit short. But I'll tell you one thing, if you guys stick with it, this next year there'll be league champs and division champs, and they probably will do it again. So I'm just extremely proud of them. I couldn't be prouder of them. I could talk at length about a lot of them. I want to talk about one more athlete, and I'm going to give a few words out and shut up. Okay, so Alexis Gova has been with us last year. She came out and she started pole vaulting, and she's just hung with it. She's going to be an excellent pole vaulter. And if there's any way we can keep her from going to Tennessee, but probably not. Anyway, she's going to be moving on the 25th after she completes the section meet. I'm hoping that she'll win that section meet, so her parents have to stick around and go watch her at the state track meet in Clovis on June 2nd. I'm really, really hoping that happens. And we're going to really miss her. We'll miss her a lot. Okay. So, but I'm just proud as I can be of all these kids. You guys, as parents, have done a fantastic job, because these are a wonderful group of young people to work with, and we're really, really proud. Okay, all league. Okay, in the 110-meter hurdles. Okay, this year at the league track meet, first time he's ever run in his life, and he came in first place. Noah Traylor. In the 4x400 meters, all league, as a freshman, Andrew Mountain. 4x400 meters, senior, and we're going to miss this kid a lot, David Langston. 4x400 meters, Ryan Coates. I don't think Ryan's here tonight. 4x400 meters, senior. I'm going to miss this kid a lot. He's been with me for 4 years, and I love his dad, Brandon Williams. In the pole vault, Alexis Nova. 4x100 meters. This kid is a freshman. She long jumped 15.6 this year, and she also triple jumped 30 feet 10 inches this year. And she'll probably get the record in both of those, I'm hoping. Mallory Powell. Sophomore, multi-talented. In the 4x100 meters, Bettina Darner. Another multi-talented kid. 4x100 meters, Jillian Neal. And this kid right here in our league meet took first in the high jump, first in the hurdles, first in the shot put, first time she's ever thrown in her life, and first in the 4x100 meters, and was our anchor for that race. Marielle Schnack, she was the most outstanding female athlete at the league meet. You turned it up. Okay, so look for these guys. There's going to be lots said about them for a number of sports, but also in track and field. I couldn't be prouder of them, and thank you very much for a wonderful season. And let's get them at the section track.